Hey guys, welcome back. So today I kind of wanted to show you what a gasification unit does when you throw in. So last night I don't even know what time it is right now. It's like 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Yeah, exactly, 3:08. So last night at like 6:30 I loaded the stove and I put a unsplit piece almost identical to this. I mean, it had to be off the same log, so this is like one of my cutoffs. You know, it's a pretty good piece, you know. It's not dry, and it's fairly dry, it's ash, but it's pretty heavy, so it's still got a lot of moisture in it. So when I filled the stove last night, I put about this much in there. Probably a little less, because today it's in the 40s, sunny, so I knew the stove wasn't going to run that much. But it got cold last night, so I still threw probably 3/4 of that, but then I threw that roughly in the middle, about half in the load that I put in there. So, and it's still in there, so it's been, what, 21 hours since I filled it. I did stir it up this morning, but I didn't add any wood. So I want you guys to see what that kind of piece will do in a stove like this, which I think this is pretty cool. So you can see it getting sucked down. Hopefully you guys can see that. But it's getting sucked down into the nozzle. I don't know if you guys can see that. But I really hope you can see that, but it's getting sucked down into the nozzle. So that's what happens when the gasification's working. So it's getting sucked down. You can hear like a tunnel type noise. And that piece is probably a little over half done. So obviously the moisture baked out of it. And now it's burning. And honestly, that's the only log that I've had in here all day. I mean, but yet again, I don't think the house is called much. I got both garages on. They've probably ran maybe once or twice. Everybody knows when the sun's out, it makes a huge difference how much you're heating. I mean, the house has probably ran a fraction of what it normally does, but that log is working. So can a gasification unit run off of unsplit, unseasoned wood? Yeah, it can. Now, how much longer has the stove ran to burn that? I don't know. That I don't know. I don't think it's ran very much. I'm kind of surprised that it's doing so well. The only issue I have with throwing that kind of piece in with the nozzle down there, that's why I didn't center it over the middle, because I'm like, well, if this thing eventually burns down and gets to the nozzle, it could clog, it could plug up the nozzle, and then I got nothing burning. It would virtually just snuff itself out, and that would be it. So, yeah, so you kind of have to be careful when you throw that stuff in there. That's why I don't load logs this way, because if they roll down, it blocked the nozzle, you're done. It's over. That's why I put it this way. I think it makes the most sense. Now, that piece, obviously, I laid flat, and it seems to be working. So I'm going to fill the stove now, because I'm not coming back out here till tomorrow morning. So it's going to get 3 to 7, 12, 16, 17 hours. It should be fine. I mean, I see this as being plenty of wood for the next 17, 18 hours. So, and if not, no big deal. It's easy to restart. So, but it should be fine. I'm sure it's going to get cold tonight, but nothing's going to really run for the next few hours. So stand by. I'm going to fill this up quick because I want to get inside, take a shower, and eat and whatnot. I just did a full clean too, so she's going to run real efficient now. I swear, if you do the required maintenance on this, every 2 weeks clean the bottom. I do the fan in the back once a month. You scrape the sides when you load it every time. The machine's usually, it's flawless. I know people say these are, you know, finicky or whatever. No, I mean, they're going to have their little issues here and there, like just like anything else, but I love it. I mean, it's very efficient. I barely go through a lot of wood, but I also heat a lot too, so it's not bad. You fill it, walk away, and you're done. Oh yeah, so I don't think I really got to stir anything up, so I'm just going to fill it. I may not even put all this in there just because I've got that big piece. Now, like I said, this is probably more wood than I need to put in here because it's not that cold out anymore. But I mean, if I can get 24 hours and not touch it, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna put all this in here. It's just too warm. You know, it's like anybody who burns, you kind of get an idea of how much wood you got to put in for 12 hours or more. You just kind of get used to how much quantity-wise. Obviously, it depends on the species of wood and how dry it is, but like I said, I'm not going to come back out here until tomorrow, so I'm going to put a little more in than usual. And this will probably go till probably tomorrow night, too, so. You can hear it. You can hear it gassing. This will give me a day and a half, probably. Okay. Well, she's done for the day. But yeah, so, yep, you can burn unsplit, semi-unseasoned, I'd say. I mean, you could throw in extremely wet wood, but I find that the bottom chamber, you know, you don't get as much good fly ash and maybe a little bit brown instead of just pure white. But I still prefer split dry wood. I'm really curious to see once we start getting into the 50s every day, you know, 50s is a low, 60s, because I am going to be burning just to heat the hot water. So from what I gather, once the garages are shut off completely, and I may run them until, you know, it's in the 60s, low 70s. We'll see how much wood that I actually burn in there in the summer. I'm hoping I can just get away burning scraps all summer. I think so. I should be able to keep it lit, you know, with just that. So we'll see, which would be nice. It'd be another way to get rid of. I mean, I've gone where I've just burned just scraps for days. I don't really put that much in there. They're not dry. They're just, you know, stuff that comes off the splitter or whatever, just little fine little slivers and little bark pieces. I don't really throw the bark in, but if it has a little wood on it, I'll throw it in. So. And it's burned it just fine. I mean, once it goes through one burn cycle, it's practically already baked out all the moisture. So, and it burns pretty good. So yeah, so it burns. It's burning that log pretty good. I don't really like having it in there because it's just like a bridge, but it's doing better than I thought. So I figured I'd update you guys on that so you could see it. So if you're considering a gasification, and you know, sometimes you may not have split all your wood that you needed for that season. You got some undry stuff, and if you put it in from time to time, you know, you intermix it with your split wood, it's fine. So, you know, a lot of people say, oh, you got to burn just dry wood. Well, not really. I guess you can intermix it, but you do need dry wood. I mean, just like burning in your house or a stove, I mean, it's ideal to have that. It's better for creosote, for it to be dry, I mean, as we all know. So, because otherwise that builds up pretty quick, and depending on the species of wood. So. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on that, or if you want to see me load one like that and see the results, that's fine too. But I kind of just showed you, you know, half of the, you know, 24 hours later, it's still in there and it's burning just fine. So, but yeah, I'm going to go inside and eat now and spend some time with the family before the night's over, and right back at it tomorrow. I got to do a bunch more logs, and we go out of town in a couple days. So I got some things I got to tidy up here, but as always, keep burning.